At last, we've reached the final episode of our ultimate van build project. Since buying this 2015 Fiat Ducato, we've uploaded 51 videos all about this conversion process. Some of the phases were practical, some over the top, but all done in the hopes of creating a dream camper van for ourselves to live and travel in full time. Before I forget, make sure to stick around to the end of this video where we have some news to share about our next phase of life. Subscribing to our channel really helps us grow as we get back into the groove of putting out these weekly videos, and ensures that you won't miss an upload when Surprise Wednesday videos hit the net. Some of the features of this van include a 13 kilowatt-hour battery built by Lottie, a tilting 1 kilowatt solar panel, 150 liters of fresh water, plus an outdoor shower, an oven, mega fridge, coffee machine, filtered hot and cold water, a reclining couch, a built-in 3D printer, a disco theme, panorama roof windows with built-in curtains. We also have door storage everywhere, storage for our 2 electric bikes below the bed, and a secret laptop storage desk. I could go on, but after 51 videos, you likely know as much as we do. In our previous episode, we built out the structure of the bathroom and the furniture on the passenger side. And in this final episode of our van build saga, we're gonna milk every extra surface for more storage space.
The garage is very empty and bare at this moment. It mainly is supposed to store e-bikes. We are supposed to have easy access through the bed lift, and we're gonna be filling storage along the walls exactly where it doesn't obstruct manipulation with the bikes. First of all, before I go anywhere, I need to cover the electronics box. I don't like I have exposed wires. I don't like we could splash water on it. I don't want to be increasing chances of any accidents, and I always liked, since I was a teenager, these computers that have plastic side cover because you see the guts inside. So that was kind of my vision with this box from the beginning, and now it's taking the real shape. Big benefit of having 48-volt system is that I need much smaller wires for big current appliances, and I'm immediately taking advantage of having a kind of a Tesla charger in my garage, that I'm just taking my charging connector that I have on a bike and we run it through the fuse straight from 48-volt system. In the previous van, we experimented with undermounted storage from below the bed because that's kind of unused potential. So immediately we take walking sticks and we mount them from below the bed, mounting them on the slats. These are pretty easy clips that you can just grab and go. Pavel is now making a prototype of these aluminum storages, like a box that we fold in and screw to the side. And then we talked about having 2 big storages. One that would be attached here with a bed, ending pretty much here with this. So when you lift up the bed, you have this extra storage, which seems to be pretty cool. And then the other one would be like top loading bin, which we would be able to open, throw in laundry, and we would CNC out a lot of material, so it has a lot of air circulation holes for this. The CNC is now fully operational, and I always like thinking creatively how we can incorporate it in our workflow. So at the beginning we would be 3D printing all the pockets and all the storage, but now with a CNC I see how much better and faster this method is, because aluminum is pretty sturdy, it's lightweight, and the machine cuts it in no time. So we can do this whole storage in a matter of few hours. So we're with Margaret making plans every evening ahead of a time so we can delegate it nicely throughout our team. So Pavel is on a computer drawing the designs, and other 2 guys are processing and taking on their own tasks. You can see the cutouts on all these aluminum. Well, mainly it was something to make it interesting because the machine can do it in no time. And it's also obviously practical that you always see what is inside. So normally I would need a brake press to make all of these bends, but because we don't have one, we purposely made the material thinner and we made cutouts where the joints would be so we can easily bend it in hands. And it's actually pretty good for this purpose because we don't need anything stronger than this. It's incredibly fast and it's a joy to watch. If you guys think you would find use for anything like this, for such a custom pockets throughout the van, let us know down in the comments and we would be okay shipping products like this.
That's pretty cool. I don't know if anyone will be able to hear us, but it's still cool.
It is very nice to see the support from so many skilled guys. Just walking around the workshop, seeing Pavel being on a CNC, seeing Kavi taking care of his shower project, and Iluzha helping out and installing in a garage already cut aluminum bins. I would like to take this opportunity and thank all of the guys helping out because we would be still stuck at the workshop even in this nice weather. We really like that idea of storage lifting together with a bed when it's motorized and lifts up. We had this idea with the first camper van, but kind of never got to it. But this, with a CNC and designing things from scratch, seems to be like a great opportunity to incorporate it. It's huge, we don't even know what it will be for yet, but it's very convenient to have this huge box when the bed elevates up. We have a lot of small storage in the main area of the camper van, and for garage we mainly needed big storage. So we brought the bikes in, saw how much space we have, and we made them as big as possible. Big size because obviously it's modular. You can fit multiple different things in there. You can have shoes, you can have tools. It's not an issue. And also we can just take them out later on when we have a different use and replace them with something else. It's very little effort and it's a very convenient storage. We're back in a last furniture phase, and that is this panel above the shower. So we have a lot of exposed wires still just dangling around, and we need to hose them somewhere. So we need 3 outlets for 230 volts, we have a switch for mirror LED, and we have USB outlet on this unit. All of these have a place. It's a nice little lip that will have a shelf on it, and I'm just laminating and finishing it off so we can mount it inside. I know it's a requirement to have round corners in the camper vans, and I didn't pay too much attention to it because it was difficult to do in this stage with plywood. I knew later on I'll just 3D print covers, rounded covers for all the corners when the priority is actually there. So certain corners we did at the workshop and some smaller ones I'm keeping for later on to utilize the 3D printer inside of the van and just play and practice Fusion 360 skills when I have opportunity. We need curtains. They seem to be a little bit too pricey and not exactly what we would like. And they're so simple to make. So I'm happy Kavi can take on this project. He's making templates, he's marking them, and we bought really cool insulating silver material that has kind of a bubble wrap inside. That is a bubble layer as an insulation. It's awesome. I've never seen this before, and it's supposed to be used for drywalls. It's very lightweight, and Margaret was also able to get a blackout fabric from the other side.
We're thinking about a camera hole. I'm debating whether it's worth it or not, because that way we would be inside on the phone and always see all around the camper van what's going on without actually saying we're inside. It's pretty cool.
As long as we have templates, we can just cut them, we can contact glue them together, cut them out, and we quickly sew the edges together to make it nice finished look.
That is so good.
That was more like how dynamically quick it. You just called his mother-in-law and just brought it there and came back with a finished job.
So fast.
Side curtains on a cab also have magnets in there to quickly attach to the door and hold in place when we actually open and close the doors. So we tried multiple mounting options for the front window, and this time we tried these 3D printed clips that you pretty much clip and hold in place the whole curtain. It's sliding down a little bit, it needs always support in the middle, so we might add a suction cup or something later on. Storage for the curtains, that was kind of a last minute problem solving decision. When we took these springs, these metal springs, attached them to the cab plastic shelf, and we can easily store them right above our heads.
We're making this top for the shower, and because I want to save weight and have it easier and more convenient to use, we're making a sandwich from this very thin, and we're using this as a spacer in between, so it's going to be kind of hollow blobs, but it feels nice and lightweight. It will be easy to operate.
Completely forgot to film the countertop, but it was pretty easy that I took two 8mm light plywoods and I made kind of a sandwich to make it hollow inside, keep it lighter, and that was the whole countertop. I purposely did it this way to have it thicker, but also lightweight.
This is such a beautiful final kind of evening alone here. These nights have felt kind of more rare recently, where it's been warm and there's some clouds, and it really does make you appreciate what a beautiful space it is. But I know we're both very ready to go and also insanely unprepared. We're gonna miss you. You're gonna take care of the guys. You're gonna be all set. For all those asking, Mitzi May is not coming with us. Every animal is different, and I can say with certainty that I know this cat better than anyone in the world, and I'm telling you, she was going to hate it, and she'd be stressed all the time. We're not going to do that. Instead, she's staying just as she's been for the last 18 months since she showed up on this property, which is guarding the workshop from very eager mice and demanding daily cuddles from everyone who frequents the land on a daily basis. Oh.
So this is the last day before we leave and last project, and we're trying to do as much as possible. And after practicing with the aluminum in the garage, that was very reasonable to do 2 more shelves in the main living area to utilize the space above the shower. So for all our toiletries, we have them exposed and accessible all the time. Pavel was able to squeeze in 1 extra project and modeled quickly these 3D printed hooks for the countertops on the shower. Also, one design is this shoe holder that we practiced with on our first camper van, and these work like a charm where all our shoes are always out of the way and very accessible. This is how we maximize the space. I know this camper van might have looked pretty bare to some people, but we see it as a raw structure where we add additional mounts and shelves and accessories all the time. So we finished some of these aluminum cutouts with a rubber to not to rattle for certain things like this pepper and salt, and also to finish it off, it looks like a finished product. We like it. It's nice. It seemed to be clever to store pepper and salt grinders upside down so the moisture from cooking doesn't make it wet.
Seriously loaded. This is a massive moment of victory.
I'm ready to drive.
One of the best things about having a coffee machine is that we look like really good neighbors by just pressing a button and supplying people
Supplying
who are
with
camping
quality.
us. Low effort, big reward.
So who begins? What would we say about this whole era? That was sometimes mind-bugging. For 3 years having this stretched was quite a big task.
Deal, huge deal. And also, I want to say a big thank you to even like my friends and family and Lottie's friends and family, because we have been so socially, emotionally, and mentally absent from anything happening outside of the workshop. We've been so tunneled, and they've been understanding of it and sympathetic to it, and they've seen the finish line with us, and it's a big thing for us to celebrate.
That was a good support.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely learned bits and pieces. I learned stainless steel welding, aluminum welding, plastic welding. I learned how to make epoxy based on a mold. We learned water filtration system. We had to prototype that solar lift. Definitely taking away some new skills from this.
But I'm so excited for this next phase, because for me, I felt a little bit like creatively choked because we've kind of funneled ourselves into only building content, and now we have this incredible opportunity to dedicate our time towards making creative videos and showing and providing really interesting, informative, and fun content for everybody, that's not always revolving around something construction related.
We definitely missed a bit of a creative space, because there's one thing being prototyping all of this for the first time while making sure the composition is good, while having the settings, the frame rate, everything set well. It was so mind-boggling. It was so difficult for my head to handle all of the building and filming at the same time, and I missed the whole time the space to just squeeze an extra fun scene, to make that extra joke, to have this a little bit creative and funny. So that's what I'm hoping we'll have more opportunities to do from now on.
But now looking back at it, I'm so glad that we overpromised. We vocalized all of our dreams at the very beginning, because it held us accountable in a way that I think after a year and a half, we'd be like, screw it, and just like ditch all of these original ideas. Yeah, but because we knew we had made so many videos saying this is what we want, this is why, and this is what we're doing, that there was no backing down, and I'm thankful for it, but it's also been one of the tougher things about this entire journey.
I think one crucial thing we promised and didn't deliver was monitor and a rail system. It was a nice idea, but as I started researching how to do this, it actually stopped making sense, because we have the laptops hidden here in a dock where they charge, and only one of them can be plugged in as a monitor source. And then it was kind of like, if you are that user, you just sit here where the monitor is fixed
instead of adding whole structure for linear rails. Having extra probably 10 kilos for this purpose to slide monitor. It's doable. It's nothing complicated. It just didn't make much sense when we went deeper in this rabbit hole.
But one of the cool things I do like, I mean, this is not ideal. You can see we didn't even bring our monitor with us. But having it removable is actually a benefit because we are every now and then popping back into Czech, and being able to pick it up for certain durations and drop it off, I think eventually we'll have storage for it in the van. But anyway,
more I see it when we go for trips where more computer work is required.
Yeah.
Because this is in and out, it's better to have this open concept. And
I agree.
Well, what is next? We definitely have a big era in front of us of tweaking this van. Not changing things, we are still developing it on a small scale, but it's gonna make a fun result, I think.
I mean, this is like become the ultimate home for us. Nowhere else feels as comfortable, feels as personalized, feels as convenient. So to actually be able to spend time in here and not just be sleeping in here is really great.
Certain things were done so far ago that we discovered them. Like, oh yeah, we have an LED here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, like, wow, this is very spacious for two people to walk around. Yeah, this is why we made this concept. Mm-hmm. Or like, wow, this reclinable chair with a swivel table is actually a pretty good spot.
It's been great already to have other people spend time in the van with us, meeting other travelers, other van lifers. It's already been so fulfilling, and I'm excited to continue to do that all across Europe and beyond. We have a lot to share, a lot to do. And one other thing I wanted to say was container tour will be postponed. I'm over it. Sorry.
It's it's livable. It's very livable. But to finish all of these details that would be worth making a tour, we're not willing to do yet. We just untrapped ourselves from the workshop renovations, cabin building, and a van building. So container, sorry dude, you need to wait.
Sorry guys.
I'm excited for following few videos where we can present e-bike version 5, where we can break down how much this actually cost us. Yeah. Another video how we evaluate all of this tech and all of the features of this van and what would we do different. So definitely stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss these videos and evaluations.
Wait.
No, you can just squeeze it in and edit.
Hey, thanks for the tip.
Oh.
Our goal is to also be going back to weekly videos, and if I can stay and get faster at editing, maybe every now and then 2 videos a week, we'll see. And we hope that we can meet a lot of you too. I feel like we've already met so many people that in the community, and I just want to keep meeting people. So time to be social. COVID's over, right?
So definitely stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss these videos and evaluations. And see you next time.